Mel and Joe are like, we can't help you. You need to figure this out, Darlene.
I don't know what she's doing.
Okay, I broke a sweat there for a second. Little thing like putting the iPad on the Wi-Fi will definitely help with a broadcast. Okay, let's see here. We've got, I'm gonna bring up my feeds. I'm Darlene, by the way, from Featherweight Doctor, coming to you from Sandpoint, Idaho tonight in the new store for Sand Creek Quilting. I have very, very special guests with me this evening. This is Mel and Joe from Bay St. Why can I not get this right?
Bay St. Louis. Everybody
It doesn't
says
roll off the
St.
tongue.
Louis, St. Louis,
No, it doesn't.
Missouri, and
I
it's
mean,
Bay
it
St.
really
Louis.
doesn't. You guys need to move. See what I did there?
Oh, there we go.
There I am. I'm on. Okay, good. Phew. All right, let me bring up the YouTubes. So I think I told you guys on, was it Wednesday, when I texted Becky that we were coming back. We actually landed up leaving that evening. Oh, by the way, the camera's on this side right there, so you know where to look.
Okay.
Okay. All right, let's see. So
Hi, Bernadette.
Is she on yet? Oh, we have 3 Bernadettes. We
Hi,
have
Bernadette.
Bellingham
Hi, Bernadette.
Bernadette, Bellevue Bernadette, and Ontario, Canada
Oh my
Bernadette.
goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a lot of Bernadettes.
I know. I can keep them all straight though, so we're good.
But that's a
we're
great
good.
name. Great name.
We've got all kinds of things coming in.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I can't figure out how to get rid of that. It's annoying. Okay, I'm almost got my feeds up. I'm going to say hi to a bunch of friends, and we're not sewing tonight. We're just sipping. So we should probably do a toast while I'm clink.
To the new store.
To the new
To the
store.
new store.
Yay.
TGIF.
Okay. Save. All right. Oh, okay. Polly's on. Hi, Polly from UK. Cindy Matthews is on from Michigan, and Kim Warren's on from sunny New York. Welcome to the show. All right. Who do we have over here on Facebook? We have Linda Wood from Texas. Hi, Lisa Meadows. How are you from Phoenix? Franny's on from Abilene, Kansas. Judy P. She said, me, present. Check. Judy P's on. Hi, sweetheart. Patty. Oh, my Atlanta. Y'all look great. I like Patty.
Hey, my new best friend.
Y'all look great. I'm not.
Thank you, thank you.
Becky gave me permission. Kennydale, Texas gave me permission.
I was born in Texas. She has permission.
Okay, so I can say y'all. I'm like, am I insulting you when I
She
say
can say
y'all?
y'all as
'Cause
much as she wants.
all y'all is
Say
just a
y'all.
little much. All y'all is just a little much. All right, Judy. Kathy Klein's on from Illinois. Debbie is on from Kentucky. Hi, sweetheart. Brandy says, exciting night. Hi, Linda Morrill. Bridget's on from Rimrock. Angel's on from Houston. Jen's on from Bama. Francis on from Virginia. Hi, Francis. Let's see. Pauline is on from Texas. Joanne is on from Mississippi. I had to spell out Mississippi. I literally had to sing the song in my head. M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P-I. I'm just, don't mind me. Spelling and I, not that great. Mary's on from Seattle. Nancy's on from Lake Stevens. The new shop, Lisa, I know your husband works for the airline, and so catching a, what is it, a jump seat is not that big of a deal for you, winky face. October 1st. Oh, Patty is saying, aloha from Patty and Gloria. We're in Wenatchee, Washington. I drove just north of Wenatchee on my way to Sandpoint, Idaho. Mahalo for joining us. My son lives in Hawaii. I know some Hawaiian. Let's see here. Sandy Fowler's on. Hi, Sandy Fowler. I don't think you have, but I'm one Jennifer. Oh, okay. No, you are the one, Jen, you are the one Jennifer from Alabama. You're good. There's lots of Jennifers, but you're the only one from Alabama. Oh, Judy P wants a fire status. Okay, so we got back in on around midnight on Wednesday night. And the fire is about 2.5 miles away from the property and the structures. And we are spent the entire day yesterday doing Was that yesterday? All the days.
It was yesterday. You
They
cleared brush.
floated the river.
We floated the river fly
And
fishing. Yes.
I was a logger for the day. We have no idea. My friend Molly and I have no idea how there are fat loggers. I felt like I had run a marathon. We were clearing underbrush from underneath the trees and then shaving limbs up till, so that the fire couldn't jump from the ground to low-lying dead branches. So
That's hard work.
oh my gosh. So they were doing that all day again today. I got a reprieve so I could run around these two. Thank you guys
And go to
so
the
much
gas
for coming.
station.
I took Mel to the gas station for lunch. But tell them how good it was.
It was amazing. I looked at the menu like I am not in a gas station. It can't be a gas station.
So I'm not supposed to tell anybody about this place because it's kind of one of the best kept local secrets in Sandpoint, Idaho. But there is a culinary trained chef that is from here that went to school in San Fran, came back and opened a restaurant in a gas station. It literally is where the convenience store used to be. And it
In a gas
is
station.
phenomenal. Like high quality, just creative food, not like bistro food. He does things like, there's a prime rib night with courses once a month. He does like a chef's dinner once a quarter with like wine
that's
pairings. So yes,
Okay.
we had a beet salad,
Beet salad
And-
that we shared,
clam chowder, which was
and clam chowder
pretty darn good.
with tarragon.
You could taste it.
I could taste the tarragon. Oh yeah,
Hi, Nancy B from Illinois.
one of my favorite spices. Other than
Did you rescue? We did. My favorite spice is basil.
I love basil.
I love basil. Anything. Have you had? Okay, sorry. We always land up talking about food.
I know we do.
Sorry. Have you tried the watermelon salad with the fresh basil and the balsamic reduction
Yes.
with pine nuts?
Yes.
No, I'm sorry.
It's
I
delicious.
Shut the front door.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
delicious.
the sweet, savory.
Yes,
it's
got
amazing.
It's got it all in there.
Hi, Pam Green from Louisiana. Polly, what's a glamper van? Are you making fun of me?
That's what we have.
Hi, Nancy from Northwest Florida over on YouTube. Thanks for joining us. A glamper. They have a glamper van. I have a travel trailer. So if you're going to pick on them, Polly, pick on Mel and Joe.
Yeah, you can pick on us. Is that Polly from the UK?
Yes, it is Polly.
Ah.
So Blue Diva is Polly.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all right. So Lisa
Delighted.
says, I'm not hot, but thanks for asking. Yours cleaning the carpet. So this is a nice reward. Have a cold beverage, Lisa. Pull up a chair. And there's Canada Bernadette's.
Yay!
Hi, Missy Fisher and Redmond over on YouTube. Thanks for joining us. Linda's in Tennessee. Lynetta from Cassipium and Issaquah. Hello. I need to teach you how to use your featherweight before I move. Okay? We need to have this conversation. We need to get on the schedule. All right. We did, technically, Franny, the tiny home is safe for right now. I've actually got a really good sleep in it, last night without worrying about someone pounding on my trailer door
darling.
at 1 a.m. telling me to evacuate. Oh, no. Lisa, the 1st of October is when the store opens. You're back at Missouri Star. First, you ditch me when I'm there in September. Oh, you're saying you don't come back from there. So I have an idea. Take a plane, because there's these things that fly in the air and they can go from state to state to
Really?
state. Yeah.
They do.
So you can
I've
take
heard
a
of those.
plane from Missouri Star to Sandpoint instead of Phoenix. Boom, I've just fixed the problem.
There we are.
Where's the closest airport? Spokane, Washington is the closest airport. All right, let's see here. Oh, Kathy's on from Texas. Hi, sweetheart. Now how close? So Spokane is 1.15 hours away. It's close.
Yes.
That's what I keep
Is
telling
that
myself.
walking?
No, it's a little bit of a drive,
But it's right there.
but I'm totally worth it.
But it's not far. We're also very close to Canada, which
We
I was
are.
very surprised about.
We are. I've been up there to buy machines. Did I tell you guys
They let
this
you
story?
in?
No.
So this nice gentleman who lives in Canada, Alberta, Canada, which is a province. They don't have states. Right, Bernadette?
Province.
Correct.
Yes. And he had a winter and a summer home. Summer home was Lethbridge, Alberta, and then winter home was Yuma, Arizona.
Oh,
So he was a
okay.
collector, and he amassed a collection, a 29 machine collection,
Wow.
half of which were 222s.
Oh my goodness.
So
and he used a different one every day.
He didn't
every
use
month.
any of them.
Oh,
He
that's-
stockpiled them.
Wow.
Yep. So he called me.
How did he find all those 222s?
Well, he would. I think it was back in the day. He'd buy them on like eBay
Yeah.
because you could pick them up really inexpensively if they still had their 220 motors on them.
Yeah.
Oh, right,
And
sure.
so he just over 20 years amassed this collection. And so he called me to sell his whole collection, but he was just initially talking about the Lethbridge, Canada machines. And he goes, oh, I think I have a couple in
And
Yuma.
Yuma as well.
16 and 13 machines. So
That's a lot of
I agree to buy the machines, and then COVID. And I'm just like, I didn't even know if I was going to have company in a month. Never mind.
Right.
Yeah.
But I was just like, he was the nicest man.
I'm glad.
He was the nicest man. And he was a specialized farmer. So he knew how to drive a very specific type of lowboy or something that was used during the harvest.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, so he would come over the border
Oh.
for harvest and stuff. And then anyway, he agreed to let me. We didn't get the Yuma deal figured out before he had gone back for the winter. That fall, and then he was in Canada, and he needed to get them to me. But then we were worried about the border being closed. So I actually had to drive up, pick them up. Then I had to pay tariffs
Oh, I bet you
only
did.
on the 222s because they were made in Great Britain.
Right.
No.
Yeah, so it's a
Interesting.
total bummer. But 29 machines all gone. The last one left last week.
Oh, that's right.
It was the 1941. If you're watching, Melissa, that one's yours. All Canadians really nice. Bernadette, I'm sure all Canadians are very nice.
Indeed.
Lisa said, I wish I could take a load of handguns. Whoa, whoa, what are we talking about handguns? To the new house in Arkansas before the retreat. So I have to drive, may get lost on my way home from the retreat. Yikes, how many hours is it from Missouri Star to Arkansas? Yikes. Or is it back to Phoenix? You're all over the place. And I might forgive you for missing me in Phoenix this one time. Maybe. The jury's still out.
Could be serious.
It could be. So no Denise tonight. She's on her way down to her house in Coeur d'Alene, so she's not going to be joining us this evening. That was the original plan. I told you guys she's evil. I told you. She's flaky and evil.
I agree.
She's the nice one, right?
She's not the nice one.
Oh, my darling.
I'm the nice one. Thanks, Joe.
I was just kidding.
I know, Mel. I know. So how's everybody's week going this week? Are you fighting fires and clearing underbrush? Please tell me everybody's had a better week than I have this week.
Probably.
Tell them what you did yesterday.
We went fly fishing on the Cudahy.
No, Kootenai.
Kootenai, that's the
He
one.
doesn't say it like a local.
Kootenai
I'm faking it.
River? It's a
Kootenai River.
It was a float trip.
The pictures were
Fly
beautiful.
fishing. Oh, it was fun.
They are
Oh.
avid fly fishers. And Joe, Andy, if you're watching, Joe says, I can talk.
You can talk and fly fish at the same
Andy,
time.
I'm sorry, but we spent the entire day yesterday on the boat talking, and the fish didn't care.
They caught how many fish?
Oh, I'm around 30, 35, something like that.
What? No wonder your arm was sore.
Oh my! I could barely get the rod out of my hand when we were done. It was-
Joe was going to give me a fly fishing lesson today, and then the weather wasn't very conducive because I really wanted, that whole, not the Man from Snowy River, the salmon fishing in the Yemen.
Yes.
Oh,
Have you
yeah.
watched that movie?
Not yet.
You guys, Evan
Is it
McGregor
on
in, is
YouTube?
it?
Oh, Ewan McGregor? Is it?
You-
Is it on?
No. It's on. I bought it on iTunes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We'll look for it.
It is awesome. And I think Emily Blunt,
Oh, Emily Blunt's great.
yes, is the leading lady, and Evan McGregor,
Ewan.
McGregor is the leading man.
Sounds good.
Judy P says, COVID has allowed this instantaneous friendship. Isn't that a wonderful thing? Amen. There has been some really bad things that have come out of this last season. You know, we don't have to talk about bad stuff. But there has been lots of good stuff too. I'm
There has
sitting in
been
my
good
new store, you guys. Totally a COVID thing. Would have never happened, had not all of this happened.
This is so exciting. I am just busting with joy.
I
for
can't
you.
wait. Oh, Bernadette wants to know what kind of fish you caught.
Trout. Rainbow trout.
Rainbow trout and some hybrids.
Yes, there
They
were
have
two.
like a cutthroat trout and rainbow hybrid.
Yeah, you gotta watch those trout.
Yeah, they procreate.
Intermingle.
Yes. Ewan is from sunny England or Scotland too.
Scotland.
Polly, have you ever thought about maybe joining me? I'd love for you to talk about your feather weights. And I realize this is a big ask because it's midnight your time when you're watching. You have to introduce yourself to everybody.
I would like that. I
I'm
would
not
like
going to
that.
peer
That'd be
pressure
great.
Polly.
That'd be great.
Are you out of wine?
I am.
Oh, no.
I'll go get it.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
I'm a slipper. Wow. Sober sipper.
My main job is drinking.
And taking care of your lovely wife.
So when we were traveling here, we stopped in Yellowstone,
Thank you.
had a great time, and these two women were traveling in this little bitty travel trailer.
Hey.
Oh, goodness.
Itty
Okay.
bitty.
Okay, that's
okay.
good. Woo.
Itty bitty travel trailer, and they needed the tires were completely shot.
She says she's up for it.
Oh, good.
We'll talk
Yay.
later. Oh my gosh.
And so Joe changed all their tires,
Like-
and they got them all fixed. And
Was it a little retro one?
yes,
Like one of those tabs?
yes.
Oh, I love
yeah, it was a
those.
little can ham. It was adorable.
Can
Yeah.
ham.
That's what you
Did
call
you
them.
call them that in front of the lady?
No.
Oh,
But that's what you call those little campers, is a little canned ham.
I am sipping, Fanny. All right, everybody.
Anyway, they gave us a bottle of wine.
It's from Australia.
Yes.
It's a Shiraz. It's excellent, actually.
And it's called layer cake.
Layer cake, not layered. That would be a quilting term, right, Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Whatever you say. I'm with you, fellas.
All right.
Whatever you say,
Yay! All right, let's see here. Everybody wants to meet you. A river runs through it was a great fish. Yes, Patty.
Yeah, that was good.
I actually do need to watch that one, so it's been a long time. And let's see here. I think Phoenix. Oh, Lisa says Phoenix to Little Rock is 1,300 miles. Good Lord. Little Rock to Hamilton, Missouri is 410. Hamilton back to Phoenix is 1,300. Are you listening to some books on tape? Some podcasts? You have to find some way to keep yourself busy. Good Lord.
Just travel with us.
You can only listen to country music for so long, and then it's, boring.
And then it's reruns.
Polly says that. Yes, that's right. That's the best way to play it, Joe. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So anyway, I didn't know they were doing that yesterday, and
Oh yeah.
we got in early, so I started trying to call them, and no answer, no text, and I thought,
No
Because there was
signal.
no signal.
did they just clear out of town? Just ditch me? I showed Mel where the areas of the active fire were today.
Yes, I
We
got
were
to see like real active.
very
smoke.
comfortable, safe distance
Yes.
from the fire. Yes, yes. I did. It was smoking.
I believe it.
Let's see.
Did I forget
Oh,
to
about
say
10 books on tape already, she said. We've been listening to podcasts on our 5.5-hour trip back and forth from Washington. It's been good. It's been good. I didn't think I could enjoy podcasts so much, but
that? We just talk to each other.
oh, see, then Andy and I don't have to talk to each other.
Was
You guys, we spend a lot of time together. COVID has brought us all together under one roof all the time. It's
It's
a lot of
it's
family time.
It's
yeah.
It's really something.
Hi, Fran in Indiana. Hello. So what do you folks do while you're on the road?
What are we doing while we
They've been on the road for 3 weeks.
Oh, you know what? I actually picked up some paint so I could paint rocks. Those RVing rocks. You know, so I paint the rock and then I put it out, and then somebody picks it up, posts it on Facebook.
Oh, that's
and then,
cool.
And then you take it somewhere else and lay it somewhere for someone else to find it. It's actually kind of fun. I actually did one of a bison.
Oh, fun.
And the girls in the little canned ham.
Yeah.
They're taking it back to Hawaii
Oh, I love that.
because they're from Hawaii.
That's cool.
And
Yeah.
I drive.
Joe drives
Joe drives
and takes
yes.
care of them.
And takes
And
care
then
of
I
them.
get driving instructions from my wife all the time.
She was giving me driving instructions today, and I'm like, listen, lady, you don't even know your way around. You're a guest in my car.
Well,
What did I say? What did I do?
welcome to the family.
Yeah. Oh, Patty says, we have a rock.
You see?
So I have learned
rocks are cool.
so much about Mel and Joe. So Mel is a maker at heart. I feel like your skill set doesn't just, like to call you a quilter, a seamstress, a sewist, it just boxes you in too much because you...
I'm confused.
No, she's a maker. She just likes to make things. So she also
do.
paints.
I paint.
She showed me the backsplash of her
that's fun.
tile.
Yeah.
She made, you guys, she made tile, put it in a kiln with an N. I've been
Right.
corrected 14 times.
By
Cooked 'em.
your daughter.
By who?
And my husband and my daughter, they like to keep me on the straight and narrow.
I tolerate them.
Oh, hi, Karen. Karen, did your machine did show up? Okay. She said, I like the painted rock game.
The painted rock game.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
That's
fun.
fun.
It is fun. It's a lot of fun. I actually gave one to Reagan.
Oh,
I gave
you
her
did.
I did.
And we kicked her out, sent her back to Seattle. She's taking care of Rogue. Rogue.
Yes, Rogie needs
So-
Rogie needs to be taken.
I didn't tell you all this about my dog, but he's weird. He is a black lab on paper, but he was raised by an English Mastiff, so he thinks
he's
he's
a
a 175-pound
Ah,
horse.
Oh.
So he is scared of water. My lab is scared of
interesting.
water.
really?
He is scared of folding chairs.
That I understand.
I'm scared of folding.
And I'm totally convinced that he thinks he's going to die in a fire. The dog does.
Really?
Oh.
Well, then it's a good thing. He
This
wasn't
is why
here.
he
Yeah.
couldn't stay.
Yeah.
So when he came to live with us at 10 weeks old, he had he smelled like old cigarettes. Like I think the house he lived in was,
smokers.
they had
They
a
were smokers.
pretty heavy smoker. Hi Judy S from Kansas, thanks for joining us. And so he smelled like old cigarettes, and he had, no, Andy says this is not a thing, but Reagan and I are totally convinced. He had little circular burn marks on his paw.
Oh, really?
No.
Now, I don't think the lady did it on purpose.
I hope not.
No, I don't think she did. But I do think he was a puppy and was probably jumpy, and if she was a chain
Yeah,
smoker,
yeah.
I think he got burned by her on accident. I want to think it's by accident, but he definitely had
Oh boy.
multiple circular burn marks on his foot.
That's sad.
And so, anyway, we found it out later when we took him on his first camping trip at 1 year old.
Yeah.
He has nothing to do with a campfire.
With fire. Right.
Most labs just want to be by us,
Yeah.
Yeah.
even by the fire.
Yeah.
He was like, no, thank you. He would stand at the end of his leash as far as he could get away from it,
Oh, interesting.
and he'd just pull back and he'd shake. He was just terrified.
Oh.
So we had a house with him one time that had a smoke detector that was really sensitive, and so the joke would be when the smoke detector went off, dinner was ready.
Okay.
Because apparently I burned food.
You're that good a cook.
Apparently I'm phenomenal. When smoke detector went off, food was done. But poor Rogue, would go tuck himself in the back of the house, whatever the
Oh,
furthest
poor
room
little thing.
was from the kitchen, and he'd just shake. he'd tremble, and we'd be like, oh. So anyway,
You know, I bet you when he was here, I mean, he had to.
he was
smell
having
that
a fit.
Smoke.
So anytime I
smoke is
cook, like,
everywhere.
and it's the sizzle, like if I'm frying bacon or whatever,
Yeah.
oh no, he doesn't do the sizzle either. He is hiding in Reagan's bed under her covers, shaking.
Wow.
So I did not think it was cool nor convenient to bring him out to Fireland.
I don't know.
No, because that would have just tormented the poor guy.
And no bacon.
Yeah, well, he can deal with the bacon because he shakes until he realizes it's bacon. Then he's like,
Bacon, 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 bacon.
"Do you have any?
Good.
Someone
Good.
has meat. Someone has meat." Let's see here. We have some comments here. Oh, Patty says, "Your poor dog. That's awful."
Yeah.
I have met Panda the dog.
Who's met?
Do you know Patty Elmore?
Yes!
Oh, there's
They're
your
Patty. They're the ones with the canned ham.
Oh,
They're the gals from
hi.
Hawaii. Hi,
I'm
Patty.
so sorry. They're calling your trailer a canned ham.
That's what it is.
They're in Wenatchee.
Yeah, where is
That's
Wenatchee?
not very far from here.
Really?
I mean, it's what, Patty, like 3 hours, 4 hours?
Wow.
Hi, Patty.
Oh.
This wine
so
is
happy.
excellent. It's
Oh,
excellent.
the wine is fantastic. So, guys, this is Patty, who she and Gloria gave us the bottle of wine, which we are enjoying this evening. Thank you very much, my friends.
Cindy Matthews wants to know if Rogue would take on a moose.
Ooh,
Oh.
I wouldn't even take on a moose.
I don't
Well,
think
we
so.
had a bear in our backyard when we got back a couple
Oh,
of
that's
trips
right,
ago,
yes, yeah.
and they were.
And you had a moose
And
here?
yes, we had a moose right by the trailer, like within an hour of being on show that one day. That was when I was like, "You guys will tell me if a moose comes up behind me, right?"
And it was a bear.
And yeah, and then we went
And it
home.
was a-
The next day we went home and there was a
And it was a
bear in my city house in the backyard. And Rogue about lost his marbles. Like, we didn't even know. We were sitting around the TV. We had literally just unpacked the car, brought everything in, started some laundry, and we flopped down on the couch because we watched Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso is the best show on television. And it was, I think it was Ted Lasso. We flopped down, and all of a sudden, Rogue's at the back sliding door. Woo, 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 woo. And his hackles are up. And this is not joking. Oh, I
Did you
spilled.
spill?
Oh, well. It's not on my clothes. Okay, we're good. So woof, 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 woof.
That was the 3-second rule there.
It's on my leg, it's fine.
Well within the 3 second limit.
We're good. So Rogue's at the back door, woof, 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 and Reagan's like, what? And so she gets up and Reagan goes, oh, it's a bear. And no one moved because she said it so like, oh, look, the sun is in the sky. And so she goes, no, you guys. She goes, legit, there's a bear in the backyard. My husband, who's not a small man, literally jumped off of the couch in one fell swoop. It was on 2 feet, 4 feet off of the couch in 2 seconds. He just leapt off the thing, and sure enough, big old black bear.
Ooh.
Like 10 feet from our front. So I think Cindy Matthews, he would take on a moose. If he was definitely protecting his family.
Yes.
He is a family protector, not a property protector. He could give 2 cares if we are not home, if anybody comes in that house.
You're saying you can walk up and say,
Yeah. Here's the silver, and here's my mommy's jewelry. Can you give me a treat? that would be Rogue. But if anybody like comes around, yeah. He's a funny dog. He's a funny dog. Oh, Karen's been sewing all day with her beautiful Grace sewing machine. You have had 2 labs. One loves the water, one will not have anything. They're so weird. He's actually such a weirdo that we refuse to get another puppy while he's in our home. Because we don't want him to pass all of these weird
Oh, his bad habits.
non-lab characteristics onto the next generation.
well, we have
Well, you
we
made
couldn't-
you
we
made
couldn't keep him out of
good
the water.
owners.
Yeah, we've had 5 labs, and we had the one before him. His predecessor was a big 90-pound black lab male named Jazz, We called him Jazzercise. He was so crazy.
Jazzercise.
He pulled Andy over an embankment to get to a class 5 rapid. Like, no water was out of his. Yeah. But Rogi's like, no, thank you. That looks dangerous.
We've got our very lazy black and white Pomeranian, aptly named Panda.
Panda Bear.
Yes,
She's so
Panda
cute.
Bear. She
And
is.
she is lazy. Yeah.
It's a Pomeranian. Of course it's lazy.
Yeah,
Aren't they
she's-
bred to be lapdogs for royalty?
I think
I
so.
don't know.
Wasn't that their original
I think so.
intention?
That's
don't know.
pretty much what she is.
But that's what she thinks she's a little queen. So
Well, she stays on the queen's lap all the time.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
No, Lisa said I should get a shop dog. I'm trying to see if Rogue could come in here and be a shop dog, but I think he'd be too crazy.
well, Panda was shot on.
She could totally be a shop dog. She'd just
Yeah.
come on and say hi to everybody. All right, so let's see. What else has been going on this week? Lots of vendors. Been talking to lots of vendors about the store and what I want to carry in the store. I specifically don't want to carry fabric. I want to carry everything else but fabric. There is an amazing fabric shop down the street, about 10 minutes, and she has excellent taste. It's called Sand Creek Quilts in Ponderay, Idaho, and including she has an excellent Tula collection.
She does.
So there's really no reason
I
for
can
me
attest to that.
to bring in.
Did you bring home Tula?
No,
No,
she
I
almost did.
I almost did. Boy, I was.
She had the
close.
bleeding hearts on the
I
counter.
did. I did.
Let's see here. All right, you New Englanders having a private conversation on my feed. I'm just kidding. Sandy Reese, I'm totally kidding. You and Judy P, go at it.
I do that all the time.
I know, but now you see how confusing it is for me. Because I'm like, are they talking to me?
I'll behave myself and I'll start.
No, it's okay. One of the Polly says, "Oh, I've heard of Tula." Okay, Polly, whatever. One of the best things for me about this whole group is that not only have I found community with you and you with me, but you guys have found community with each other.
Yes.
Like, who do you know that you met? Della. right?
Della, that I have not met. But then April, out of Mary Esther, Florida,
Yeah.
I've met her. And her friend Nancy I'm actually going to meet her at the end of the month. She's buying a machine from me.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Hi,
Yes.
Helen Nickerson. Helen is in Bellingham, Washington. I am in my new shop that is not quite mine yet in Sandpoint, Idaho. We're opening a new store. We're doing things tail backwards. Most people go from brick and mortar to e-commerce.
Right.
Right.
We are doing it tail backwards. We are going e-commerce to brick and mortar.
That's you start small and you work your way up.
That's right.
That's what you do.
All of this is possible because of you guys supporting my little tiny dream.
Oh, that dream is getting bigger by the day.
It kind of is. Hi, Cassiana from Maine. Thanks for joining us. Let's see, Franny says, I love being able to see who goes with the names. I know.
Oh, Franny.
You guys are going
Thank
to
you,
meet Lisa.
ma'am.
Lisa next Wednesday, winky face. Polly maybe the Wednesday after,
Oh,
winky
that'll
face.
be good. Those will be both awesome.
That will be
Yep.
fun. What I like most, well, in addition to putting faces with names,
Yes.
I like hearing how people use these machines
Yeah.
and what drew them to the machine. So I'm going to ask you, because you're a decorated seamstress.
Thank
how
you.
long have you been sewing for?
Oh, since I was about 5, so
So about 15 years. About 15 years. Mhm.
yeah. But a girlfriend of mine who's
He's snickering at you.
choking on it.
Well, in the 15-year part,
I have pants older than that. Ooh, what was that?
that's my glasses.
Oh, okay. I'm
Oh,
like,
that's
was that a spider? Because I might have a complete fit. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, Helen, we will be holding retreats here. We're not having retreats though. We're having featherweight camp.
Featherweight camp.
Good idea.
It's
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
I mean, there's local hotels. Everything is in walking distance. I mean, it's lovely here. I mean, this is.
There's.
it's
Do you guys
lovely
hear
here.
the noise? There's some kids out in the hallway. That's the noise.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Oh, a guest room for the new shop. We'll all come and visit. There is a there. Oh my gosh! I spilled again. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna put down the wine glass.
Let me help you out here.
Okay. So tell me. So you've been sewing for about. Okay, maybe 20.
I started when I was about 5, but this was on my mother's Singer machine.
Like what she had.
Yeah, she had a touch and sew.
People
Just
love those.
Yeah.
They're the cam one, right?
Yeah.
They
Yes,
have cams?
yes, they
Yeah.
had cams. And, but later, you know, fast forward 50 years, now I meet this lovely gal from Beaufort, South Carolina, who is a sewist, and she's bragging, I mean, rightfully so, you know, that she learned how to sew on a featherweight. And I'm going, what's that? You know, what's
You didn't even know?
Mm-mm. So
How many
she
years
pulled,
ago was this?
this was about 5 years ago.
Okay.
And so she pulled out one, and it's like the most adorable little thing I've ever seen.
You're like,
in my
that
life.
doesn't actually
It's like,
work.
wow.
It's not a toy. That's what people ask me. These are fully functioning? Yes.
Yep. And so I finally decided that it was time that I got one. And I was on the marketplace on Facebook. And one turned up locally,
Yeah.
but I had to go to the penthouse apartment at a casino in Biloxi to pick it up, which was kind of an adventure. But it didn't have a case. I brought it home. I cleaned it up. It didn't have a bobbin casing. I had to buy one of those. And I turned it on, and
It just magically sews.
it magically sewed.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It is the darndest thing.
And no experience whatever with
So tell me,
featherweights.
because you have other machines,
Yes.
and I know you
Yes.
sew on your feather, just a few.
One or
But
two.
Tell me
dozen.
about the straight stitch.
Oh, the straight stitch is remarkable.
Isn't it?
Yeah, and I just bought one at an estate sale when we started our trip. We weren't gone 30 minutes from the house, guys, and I had to stop at this estate sale to buy this featherweight.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, and so I actually brought my stuff to clean and service it, which I did. And while I think we were in.
I've created monsters.
Yeah, I think while we were in Yellowstone, we had one off day or something, and I pulled it out to do some napkins. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, the straightest stitch in the universe.
I know.
They're beautiful.
It's true. It's true. Helen, you may camp under the cutting table. I've gone back and looked at my comments. Cassiana says, I will have to stop by on my travels looking for my first featherweight. Oh, come on, Cassiana. You have to join the Cool Kids Club.
Yes.
Missy and I met at a quilt show. So Missy Fisher is like my local Redmond friend. I live on
Okay.
Rose Hill. She lives
She
on
lives on-
Education Hill.
Gotcha.
It's like just a hop, skip, and a jump.
Missy.
And Missy, and she has, oh, Missy, what's your featherweight's name? It's a cute name, and I can't remember. It says Centennial, but I can't remember the name. Anyway, so that's funny that she met me at the quilt show and then had to buy a featherweight. I have that effect on people. I don't know.
I don't know how that
I don't know.
happens.
Well,
Yeah.
you're the one that got me started on buying them over and over again.
I know. I'm creating my own competition. This is bad. The featherweight doctor is having trouble finding machines because I'm creating all of you to find machines. Nancy said, I'm excited about picking up my machine and looking forward to meeting you. Mel, Nancy's on.
Oh, hi, Nance. Hi, Nance.
All right, let's see here. Here's some comments.
Yep.
All right. What is this about, Andy? Can't next Wednesday, a little late in the afternoon. Okay. All right, how about the Wednesday after, Lisa, and Polly, you next week? Do we have a winner chicken dinner? Polly gave me a winky face.
We'll see.
So, let's see. Tonight, I am not taking them to a gas station for dinner.
Right, we're going to a fat pig.
It's called the Fat Pig.
Oh, we love fat pigs.
We're going to go see a fat pig tonight.
So their guide,
And then tomorrow night you're taking me to see the Village People.
no, I wish. I have to work. I think this next week was supposed to be my vacation, and now I'm
Oh, I know.
packing my house up.
Yeah.
And so there is no vacation for Darlene, probably until the spring. I'm hoping to take a break in the spring. But their guide for fly fishing yesterday knew the fat pig and
yeah.
vouched for it. So
Oh yes,
Yes,
he
he
did.
did.
He
There
did.
you go.
He looks like Leo DiCaprio. So if I go tonight and say, Darlene, there's Leo DiCaprio.
We're having drinks with Leo DiCaprio
Yes.
tonight. My husband and I play this game, Joe. I told Mel about this earlier. If we are out to a restaurant and we see someone that is of resemblance to a famous person, we'll be like, hey, there's Sean Penn. Or there's Leo. So then we joke around that we had dinner with Sean Penn or Leo DiCaprio. It's actually really fun. Because you'd be surprised how many people have subtle...
I'm kind of hoping he shows up, you know.
That'd be fun.
I know the other guy, he looked just like Keanu Reeves. So, I mean, we were like bathing in celebrities.
Pretty rough day yesterday. Pretty rough day yesterday, Mel. Well, if all the fly fishing guides look like that,
right?
Can I take another fly fishing class?
I've already sent her the business card, so it's, you know.
Lisa, it's early. You can celebrate your hubby after the show. It's 4 to 4:30, and then come hang out with me. It'll be fine. Karen says, I learned to sew on my mom's featherweight. I learned to sew on my mom's featherweight. Mom wouldn't let us sew on her big machine.
All right.
Even my brothers sew. That's awesome. When we just don't tell their friends. Yes. I actually really like it when I meet a gentleman who knows his way around a sewing machine, because it means that some mother was very intentional with like making sure he was self-sufficient.
Yeah, they
Like,
have certain skills.
Yeah,
useful skills.
my son can sew. He doesn't do it for fun, but
Yeah.
he could totally do it for function.
Yes.
If he had to mend something.
So does
or
he
whatever.
have a featherweight?
He does not.
Aw.
But
you
there's
guys,
still time.
He lives in Hawaii, and he only could take 2 suitcases. And regular care packages from his mother every single month. I think he finally has all of his crap. I mean, stuff. It's the wine talking.
You're not sending potato chips in all your sitting underwear and socks.
Oh, Helen says, you started me. I feel semi-guilty and semi-not, because you guys probably had some of your most fun moments over this last year sewing something.
We did.
Correct? I mean, we could do nothing else.
Joe got interested.
Joe sewed a quilt. Well, it was a table runner. And placemats, right?
I did.
And placemats,
Yeah.
yes.
Look at that.
I have 2 machines.
Oh, you did not tell me this. He has claimed 2 machines.
He's got Darlene.
Darlene and Denise.
You have a machine
And
named
Denise.
after me? Oh my gosh. Who did you name them after?
Well, the first machine.
Which one's the nicest one? That one's Darlene, right?
Well, the first one I got was white,
Okay.
and I decided it had to be Darlene because you know.
You named me after the white one?
Yeah, it's your
They're
fault.
the biggest pain in the necks.
Well,
I mean, I love the white machines. I love them.
I didn't know that.
They are cute.
Then
They
I
are
got a
cute.
Centennial because it was it's my birth year, but don't tell anyone.
So he's a 50 or a 51 baby.
51.
50.
Yep.
And so on. Then so because I named the first one Darlene, I figured I had to name the other one Denise.
You didn't want to call her nephew? Oh wait, that's me again.
We only named those girls.
That's funny. Sandy Reese says, "Oh, good grief, the evil twins." Let's see. Bridget in Rimrock, Arizona says, "My son sewed rank badges for his friends while he was
fun.
in the Navy." Side
Oh,
hustle, he
that's
says.
nice.
That's awesome. Yeah, I
That
do.
is awesome.
So I have purchased. I'm sorry, I haven't purchased. I've serviced gentleman machines.
Mm-hmm.
So when it's a guy's machine, then you name the machine after the first owner. So there's been
Right.
several legit machines that have come through that have been named like Bob or Fred or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Oh.
But I always see sewing machines as ladies because they're kind of sophisticated. Well, dainty, except unless you're like sewing like leather, and then they're like, "We got this." Hang on, we got this.
They're sophisticated, elegant ladies.
Yes, for sure. All right. Well, we are going to wrap things up because a few minutes
Already?
early. I know, right?
Wow.
Time flies when you're having fun. Because I have to unpack all of this.
Quick.
We have dinner reservations. We have to get down the street.
Big fat pig.
Woof.
No, it's not the big fat pig. It's just fat pig. The Fat Pig, not the Big Fat Pig.
The Fat Pig.
Isn't even like a barbecue restaurant.
No,
Did you
it's
guys
not.
think
It's a
it
fine.
was?
No, it's a fine restaurant.
Yeah, no, they do like traditional American cuisine with like a interesting take on it, like comfort food, but with an interesting take.
I like that.
So they've had I've had a shepherd's pie there.
Oh, that's good.
Ooh.
That'll bring a tear
That's
to your
really
eye. Apparently their burgers are quite phenomenal.
That's what Sage said.
They have Sage.
Sage
was the
Leo
live-
DiCaprio guide.
the
on
guide.
Sage said it was one of the best burgers he's ever had.
Yeah.
That's right. He did.
All right. Well, everybody is happy to meet you. So, fun August will continue on Monday. We will be back. I will be back in the Pacific Northwest. No. So I was told this is the Northwest, but I'm not allowed to say it's the Pacific Northwest. Here, this is just the Northwest.
Yes.
And it's not Northern Idaho, it's North Idaho, and it's technically called the Panhandle.
Yeah.
It
right.
is a panhandle.
It is a
Yes,
panhandle.
It is a
Like
panhandle.
the
I didn't
Oklahoma
know it was
panhandle.
like North Idaho.
Not Northern Idaho,
But
North Idaho.
We're learning.
So,
Useful
Glad to know that.
information.
so Mel and Joe are going to start their way back towards home, but by way of some other places.
Like Glacier
Omaha.
National Park.
You're going to Glacier?
We're going to Glacier.
We're going to
Oh
Glacier.
my gosh.
And we're going to stop at the Devil's Tower in
Right.
Wyoming.
And then we're going to meet you.
And then
in-
we'll be in Omaha.
we'll
So
be in
exciting.
And we get to meet Mary.
Mary, are you watching? Mary's Franny's sister. You guys will get to meet all in person. How fun is
Yay!
that? All right, so we're gonna jump off. I'll see you guys back on here on YouTube and Facebook at 4 o'clock Pacific. Back in my Redmond studio on Monday. I hope everybody has a fabulous weekend. For those of you in California and up here dealing with fires, I pray that you have a safe weekend and are able to stay out of harm's way. I know we are going to try really hard to stay out of
Oh,
harm's
You
way.
betcha.
All right, guys. Have a good night. We'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.